Hey everyone, welcome back to Dumbo, Brooklyn. And on today's walking tour, we're going to be doing a full walk on the easternmost side of Dumbo. Now, we did this walk recently, however, we didn't get a chance to check out Jane's Carousel, which is right in front of us, and take a walk under the Manhattan Bridge and check out all the different shops in the neighborhood. Now, I really wanted to do this tour on a sunny day. I mean, it was full sunshine pretty much all day today, and right as I clicked record on this video, the sun went in. So it's going to be a little bit cloudy, but I think it's still going to film pretty well. However, before we get started, I just want to run through some very interesting real estate statistics as it relates to Dumbo. So this is all pulled from StreetEasy data. So based on StreetEasy's recent data, the median rent for a studio apartment in Dumbo, Brooklyn is around $3,724. Now, if you want to go up to a one-bedroom, the average rent is over $5,000, so $5,020. If you want to bump up another level to a two-bedroom apartment, it's going to be around $6,990. So pretty expensive here. And the majority of people who are not from New York, they think that many New Yorkers move out of Manhattan to escape the high rents and save a little bit of money, in which case they come to a borough like Brooklyn. However, over the years, Brooklyn has become increasingly more fashionable. You know, most young people that I talk to actually choose Brooklyn over Manhattan most of the time. So neighborhoods such as Dumbo, Brooklyn, Cobble Hill, Brooklyn Heights, and Park Slope, not really affordable anymore. Lots of new development going up, lots of new luxury condos, and that's why you have those $3,700 rents in Dumbo, Brooklyn for a studio apartment. Now, with that being said, let's start on our walk. Right here is the Jane's Carousel. You can't really see it that well, but during the summer they remove all of the glass here, and you can go on the carousel with your kids and enjoy the breathtaking views of the New York City skyline. Right in front of us we have the Manhattan Bridge. You can see a group of tourists right here. And then this is the picture-perfect shot of the Brooklyn Bridge as well as the World Trade Center. It's a little bit chilly out today in New York. However, you can imagine how amazing this neighborhood is during the spring and in the summer. This is probably one of the greatest places to come in the city when the weather's nice. Grab a drink, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy the water and the views of the city. Now, I got to zoom in on this building right here. What's perfectly framed in the center of the shot, this is Olympia Dumbo. This is the best-selling condo in all of Brooklyn. And the developer, as well as the architect, designed the facade of that building to resemble a sail on a sailboat. So it gives off the nautical vibes to keep it in tune with the rest of the neighborhood. Right on the water, very beautiful. And that is a very, very expensive building. We'll have to revisit this walking tour in the summer because Dumbo is going to look a lot different in the summer. This place is going to be absolutely crowded with tourists and people hanging out and enjoying the weather. Over here they have great restaurants and shopping, Time Out Markets, I believe, Empire Store. And they have a great outdoor dining place too. So a lot of the restaurants that are in this building, they set up this very, very pretty outdoor dining area which you see right here. So you could grab a bite to eat during the summer, a cocktail, overlook the water, overlook Jane's Carousel and the World Trade Center. Look at those windows. Very reminiscent of the architectural detail that you see on 130 William in Manhattan. We'll go in the Empire stores here. I'll quickly show you all the different stores they have. You have a Kith Treats, Bar 56, Taste 56, Cha Cha Matcha, and a West Elm. This is the outdoor dining spaces. Obviously nobody's dining outside today because it's freezing out, but this is a very, very pretty place to come during the summer. And you have a great shot of the Manhattan Bridge. So write that down. If you're visiting New York in the summer, maybe you want to have a meal here. So this is like a pretty big food hall here. I'll quickly give you a peek inside. There's lots of different restaurants, bars where you could grab a cocktail or something like that after work. I believe they have a ramen place, sushi bar. It's quite nice in here, very, very nice. Wow, it's such a pretty bar. It almost kind of reminds me of the Tin Building at South Street Seaport, the Jean Georges. Wow, pastrami factory. There's a really good original Jewish deli on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. It's called Katz's Deli. It's very, very good. This is Essa Bagel. Then you have another bar over on this side. Dessert place, coffee place. Essa Bagel is okay. Speaking of food halls, if you're in Midtown Manhattan, there is a Singaporean food hall that is amazing. I'm forgetting the name of it, but it is very close to the BNP Paribas, which is the French investment bank. Looks like they have a boba place, a bubble tea spot. Very cool. Well, at least now you know there's something to do on the inside in Dumbo. If it's raining or if it's cold out, you can kind of walk around and just check out all the shops. I think the only thing I'd probably try in here is this pastrami factory. This is the best pastrami anywhere since 1956. Oh, they also got a Jacob's Pickles in here. This is a good spot. I think the original location is on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I've been there 1,000 times. Here you have the rooftop. And matcha store. This is a way looking back when we came in. Yeah, check this place out. It's very, very cool. This is the Empire Stores right here in Dumbo. And look at how cool the facade of the building looks too. Just a very, very pretty building. Very quintessential Dumbo. And here's a good shot overlooking the Brooklyn Bridge. So Empire Stores, check it out. Great food hall or food court. Wow, look at the color on that Tesla. Looks great on the cobblestone, Belgian block, with the red brick facade in the background. Okay, this is going to be Main Street. We're going to have pretty good views from Main Street here.
No, you're the baby.
So we're on the corner of Main and Water Street. Lots of city bikes, which is good. And this is looking back at Olympia Dumbo. And this is an awesome shot of Extel's One Manhattan Square. Manhattan Bridge and One Manhattan Square. Amazing. This looks like another coffee shop. Dawn's till dusk, open 7 days, 8 to 8. Look at this art studio here. Creatively Wild Art Studio. If you listen closely, you could hear the subway coming over the Manhattan Bridge as we approach Washington Street. You have luxury rentals here, 30 Washington. This is probably going to be one of the most photographed areas, as you could tell with the high concentration of tourists right here. You'll see the Empire framed perfectly between the two buildings. That's probably one of the tallest guys I've ever seen in my life. This guy is giant. Must be 7 feet tall. That's crazy. That's awesome. Should be recruited to the Brooklyn Nets. I think there's a Think Coffee or Joe Coffee around here. But if you want to come here yourself, just go to the corner of Water Street and Washington Street. Check out that facade, a really awesome red brick facade there. It's so pretty. Here's the Joe Coffee. This is a good spot. It's coming up on Front Street now. You'll have Front Street Pizza. One more look back at the Manhattan Bridge. And here we are at the Manhattan Bridge. Here you have a bagel store, the Bagel Delight. You can really hear the roar of the subway going over. We are now officially under the Manhattan Bridge. It's a cool place to eat. We have a few picnic benches set up right under the archway. It says open every weekend, Dumbo Archway, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Very cool. Excuse me. This is another interesting juxtaposition here. You have these beautiful old buildings and then the new luxury condos going up in the back. Really stunning view of the World Trade Center. Have a bunch of little boutique shops here. Lucky Rabbit Noodles. I've actually heard of this place, but I've never been here. I'm gonna have to check it out one day. Lucky Rabbit Noodles. Very cool. So we're now on the cross streets of Adams Street. And we have really, really great views of the city. You can even see the Jenga building in Tribeca. Plymouth Street and Washington Street. And now I want to take you into Brooklyn Bridge Park. Okay, welcome to Brooklyn Bridge Park. A lot of stuff for the kids. This is Main Street Playground. Just such a beautiful scenery here. So many great shots. Really amazing shot. Right on the water here too. amazing views from up here. It's a pretty unique experience to be right on the water here, even though you are in New York City. Pretty cool. Now imagine the views from those balconies up there at Olympia Dumbo. Those are nearly full floor balconies overlooking the Brooklyn Bridge. I've been in many of those apartments before, and it's almost unreal, the views that they have. And this will loop us right back around to the Empire Shops. And now we're headed back towards the Jane's Carousel. Okay, now we're gonna walk towards what I like to call the main Dumbo area, where you have the Brooklyn Ice Cream Factory, Grimaldi's Pizza, I just love how beautiful these buildings are, though. And you're able to walk right under the Brooklyn Bridge, which is pretty cool experience. This building right up front is the Luke's Lobster. It's pretty expensive, but it's pretty good. It's across the street from the Ignacio's Pizza. I mean, you could literally spend the whole day in Dumbo, Brooklyn. There's just so much to explore. This red brick building here is the main Ignacio's. This is a good spot, but it's cash only. Here's a better view of Olympia Dumbo. I just love the look of that building. And then we're coming up on the Brooklyn Ice Cream Factory too, as well as Arabica Coffee. This is my favorite part of Dumbo, Brooklyn. I like this part a little bit better. Here's Ignacio's. Great spot. You also have a lot of the cobblestone streets, Belgian block streets. Check out some of the prices. $17, cheese slices $5. It's not bad. This is Old Fulton Street and Water Street. Up here you're gonna have a lot of the restaurants. You have Shake Shack. And a little bit further up you have Grimaldi's. All right, here we have the Brooklyn Ice Cream Factory. This place is packed in the summer, particularly on the weekends. This is one of my favorite coffee shops in Brooklyn. This is the Arabica coffee. And if you sit right in the window here and drink your coffee, you have probably one of the most unreal views of the Brooklyn Bridge. It's like perfectly centered in the window. Very unique. And then you have this beautiful backdrop of all these original buildings in Brooklyn here. Check out the One Hotel. If I zoom in on the World Trade Center, the building just in front of it is 130 William, which is the building I was talking about before with those great windows, those arched windows. Now, if you go to Brooklyn Heights, you can actually look down on the One Hotel here. Also, you have the restaurant in here as well. Love that sign. The rusted metal. That is so unique. So peaceful back here. Here you have the outdoor dining area. You can see all the way to Midtown Manhattan, 270 Park, 432 Park Avenue. Very cool. Steinway Tower. What an amazing, amazing place. Once again, this is the One Hotel. We'll venture into the woods a little bit. I haven't been here in many years. Great place to run, get some exercise, particularly if you're moving to Dumbo. This is great. Almost feels like you're not even in the city. And then once we turn this corner, you're going to have some of the most unbelievable views of Lower Manhattan. Wow, we got the Statue of Liberty right in front of us. Very, very cool. Look at that. This is a view overlooking Brooklyn Heights. If you continue a little bit further down, you'll run right into Pier 5. I just love the mix of nature, the city. It's so versatile. And I can only imagine when these trees are in full bloom, it's going to look amazing. Here's the Statue of Liberty. And this is looking back to the skyline of Brooklyn Heights, which is an amazing neighborhood. And now we see all of Midtown Manhattan. If we zoom in, you can see the Empire State Building, Steinway Tower, 1 Vanderbilt, 270 Park, 432 Park Avenue, and the Chrysler Building. It's amazing, amazing here. So if you enjoyed that walking tour of Dumbo, Brooklyn, please subscribe for more New York City walking tours. Click the like, and we will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.